Do I get nervous before leading a firewalk? My name's Lisa Clifford and I'm a master trainer of firewalk and empowerment instructors. And I'm here to share with you everything that you need to know about being a firewalking instructor. So this question, do I get nervous before a firewalk, is one that I get asked a lot. And I think people expect a different answer to the one I give. I absolutely do get nervous before every single firewalk. And let me just share up front what I think nerves are about. For me, I accept nerves as an invitation to bring my focus into my conscious awareness, to be really consciously aware of everything that's around me. For me to be consciously aware of how much this evening, not just the firewalk itself of people walking over coals, that's a tiny part of the evening, but just to be consciously aware of how the whole evening experience matters to every single participant coming. I'm consciously aware of, for many people, they want to get so much out of this evening that they've been depending on this evening to heal layers of them, to clear blocks, to help them get clarity, to help strengthen their confidence, their self-belief, their self-trust. So when I'm nervous, that's my reminder to be really consciously aware of what's this evening is an opportunity for. And so for the first 5 years, I would not only be nervous, but I would be having sleepless nights for nights before the firewalk. When it came to the firewalk evening, I'd be shattered because it'd been the only thing that had been on my mind, because it just mattered so much to me, because I knew as well that it mattered so much to people that were attending. And so I no longer avoid the nerves. I did wish that they weren't there because they were so consuming. Now I know that they're there to remind me that, yes, this is a high risk experience. There are so many different things where there is risk. There's risk in the logs not turning up on time. There's risk in the team being poorly. There's risk in, do we get the fire built in time? There's risk in, does the fire light? There's risk in, is the fire contained? There's risk in how fast is the fire burning, and are the people in my workshops ready at the same time that the firewalk's ready? There are so many variables before we even walk on the coals. And of course, it's my heartfelt intention and desire that everybody walks over the coals and has the most amazing experience. But the walking over the red hot coals part is probably half an hour out of 4 hours. Sometimes it can be longer and sometimes it can be shorter. I mean, a January firewalk can be quite short because it's so cold. But yeah, so for me, the nerves are about bringing my focus and my intention and attention into being present. And so what do I do with that then? Every action that I do, whether it's loading the car up, whether it's preparing the site, whether it's packing my workshop bag, I do it with intention. And how I do that is I imagine people having the experience that they need. And I know from their forms that they've filled in, I know where people are at, that I've asked them certain questions, and so I know what this evening needs to hold for them. And I'm also aware of, I'm going to do everything I can that minimises the risk, but I'm not in control of everything. So everybody will show up with their own individual feeling. They might feel excited, they might feel fearful, they might feel like they're anticipating something, curious, courageous, nervous. Everybody's going to turn up with a different feeling, and they're going to have many different feelings throughout the evening. I can't control those, but what I do is open my heart to holding them. Like I really, really visualize over and over and over again, holding everybody in their different states of being, in their different feelings, in their different thoughts, whilst not controlling them. Knowing that the whole process that I'm creating for them will also work for them and with them. I also imagine, when I'm visualizing, the end of the evening of people coming up to me and saying what they've got out of the evening, seeing it on their faces as we're stood around the fire concluding. When we go back into the TP or the workshop room, seeing their realignment of who they are. So when I'm nervous, I remind myself of all of those things. I stay completely present. And then about 10 minutes before the workshop starts, I steal myself away and I go into the bathrooms and I shut the door. Take a nice deep breath in. I bring myself back into my heart and my breathing. I get really present with that. I remind myself that I'm here for this particular group, on this particular day, in this moment, for their transformation. I remove my ego and I just ask for everything to be flowing through my heart for this group and all that they then have a ripple impact on beyond. I get clear of my first 2 lines of what I'm going to say, because it's different for every single group. I lock it in. And then I go and I'm ready. Then I stay present for every single second, because when you're in the now, all that you've got is your intuition, your knowledge, your preparation, and the nerves fade. And you step into the thing, the bigger thing that you're here for. This once in a lifetime opportunity with this group, even if some people in the group have been on 20 of my firewalks, I still want them to have a once in a lifetime opportunity to heal, to grow, to develop, to strengthen, to deepen their connection with themselves, to release, to get unstocked, and to be their own source of inspiration. So I hope that's helpful. I hope that you can have a relationship with your nerves that serves you, serves a higher purpose for you, that they're not something that you avoid, but something that you take as wisdom and an invitation for. If you've enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you could just take a moment to like it, share it with anybody that you feel could benefit, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. Lots of love.